USOs rising from the deep, ancient alien bases under our oceans? For decades, the sky has drawn our attention, but what if the greatest mystery was never above us at all? What if it has been hiding beneath the surface of our own planet, in the darkest, deepest regions of the oceans where no sunlight reaches and no civilian technology can follow? Declassified U.S. Navy encounters, submarine sonar anomalies, and Pentagon reports released in the 21st century have forced a disturbing question into the open. Some unidentified objects do not come from the air or space, but from the sea itself, rising from the depths, entering the atmosphere, and vanishing again without leaving a trace. These objects are now officially called USOs, Unidentified Submerged Objects, and their behavior challenges everything we know about human engineering. The modern wave of attention began when U.S. Navy pilots and radar operators started reporting craft that could transition seamlessly between air and water, without slowing down, without visible propulsion, and without creating shock waves or heat signatures. In 2019, the U.S. Navy confirmed the authenticity of footage recorded by the USS Omaha, showing an unknown object descending from the sky and disappearing into the Pacific Ocean, where submarine sensors then tracked movement beneath the surface. The Pentagon later acknowledged that these encounters were part of ongoing investigations into what it now officially calls unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, a category that includes objects operating in air, space, and underwater. What made these reports so unsettling was not just the presence of unknown objects, but their performance. Navy sonar operators and underwater surveillance networks, some derived from Cold War systems like SOSUS, have logged objects moving at speeds and depths that would crush any known submarine. These objects show no propellers, no cavitation trails, and no acoustic signatures matching any country's technology. According to declassified briefings, some tracks appear to descend thousands of meters, then re-emerge into the air in seconds, a transition that would destroy even the most advanced human-made vehicles. This is where the ancient mystery enters the modern record. Long before sonar and satellites, sailors from multiple civilizations described lights under the sea, wheels of fire rising from the water, and shining objects entering the sky. While these accounts were once dismissed as myth or misinterpretation, the pattern becomes harder to ignore when modern military sensors report the same behavior, now measured with radar, infrared, and acoustic data instead of eyewitness testimony alone. The continuity across centuries raises a question that scientists are careful to approach, but cannot fully dismiss. Are some of these phenomena part of a long-standing, unknown presence in Earth's oceans? The idea of hidden underwater bases is not supported by direct physical proof, and no government has confirmed the existence of non-human installations beneath the sea. However, what is documented is that the oceans remain the least explored region of our planet. More than 80% of the seafloor has never been mapped in high resolution, and vast areas are beyond the reach of manned submersibles. In this environment of limited visibility, even advanced surveillance leaves blind spots large enough to conceal entire geological structures, unknown ecosystems, or technologies that do not operate like anything humanity has built. Pentagon reports released through 2023 and 2024, including those from the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, state clearly that some UAP cases involve transmedium objects capable of moving from air to sea and back again. The reports stop short of assigning an origin, but they also admit that a portion of these cases remain unexplained after analysis. Officials consistently emphasize that there is no confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial technology, yet they also acknowledge that certain tracked objects do not match any known U.S. or foreign system. Strategic concerns add another layer of secrecy. During the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union treated the oceans as the ultimate hidden battlefield, filling them with listening arrays, nuclear submarines, and classified detection systems. Many of these networks are still active, and their full capabilities remain classified. Any anomaly detected within them is automatically wrapped in national security restrictions, meaning the public only sees fragments of the data, never the complete picture. This is one of the main reasons why USO-related information emerges slowly, heavily filtered, and often years after the events occurred. Scientists who study oceanography and geophysics offer more conventional explanations, pointing to rare plasma effects, sensor glitches, unknown marine life, and complex interactions between electromagnetic fields and salt water. Yet, even within these disciplines, there is agreement on one point. We do not fully understand the deep ocean, and our models of what can exist or move there are incomplete. When military-grade instruments record objects performing beyond those models, the gap between theory and observation becomes impossible to ignore. The ancient question, then, is not whether alien bases under the oceans have been proven, because they have not. The real question is why, after decades of technological progress, the most advanced navies on Earth still encounter objects that they cannot identify, cannot intercept, and cannot explain, operating in a domain that covers more than two-thirds of the planet. The persistence of these encounters, from historical accounts to modern sensor data, suggests that the phenomenon is not a momentary glitch, but an ongoing mystery. In 2026, governments continue to insist that there is no confirmed evidence of non-human installations or vehicles, while simultaneously admitting that a fraction of UAP and USO cases defy current understanding. This contradiction is what fuels public unease. It implies that something is happening in Earth's oceans that is real enough to be tracked by military systems, yet unknown enough to remain officially unresolved. So the idea of ancient alien bases beneath the sea remains, for now, a hypothesis at the edge of science and speculation. But the documented reality is already profound. Unidentified objects have been observed entering and exiting the ocean, maneuvering in ways no known technology should survive, and doing so under the watch of the most powerful surveillance networks ever built. Whether the explanation is undiscovered physics, secret human programs, or something entirely beyond our current framework, one fact is certain. The deepest parts of our planet are not as silent or as empty as we once believed.